Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Is this actually a bounce back game for our Cleveland Cavaliers tonight? Or is this just simply another team we are supposed to beat? Because we all know beating the Wizards don't really mean anything, not for real. I mean, not for real, but the Cavs have an opportunity to show who they really are in tonight's game. And we're going to find out really if they gonna pull up to the table, you know what I'm saying, and not just eat, but pull up to the table and provide. Okay. So y'all already know what time it is. What up, what up, what up, what up? Cavs Nation, it's your girl Najah Lee. And this is the Cavs State of Mind show. The realest Cavs breakdown on the net in the only place, I promise y'all, where hoops meet higher perspective. I'm telling y'all, each and every episode, we are going to go upstairs. And of course, this is no different. So, welcome back. And of course, y'all know each and every episode is powered by Freer Lens, a lifestyle brand empowering dope people like you to live, move, create, and do all things with purpose and intention. So while y'all here, hit that like and subscribe button, hop into the chat. Let's get this show started, y'all, because I got a couple questions for y'all out the gate, right? Again, y'all know why we're here. This is the Cavs versus Wizards breakdown show. So we're going to talk about a lot today. Okay. We are going to talk about stats, okay, matchup predictor a little bit, and we're gonna do it in a nice, cute, condensed fashion. Okay. So shout out to y'all, shout out to us. Okay. But I got a couple questions for y'all. First and foremost, is this a bounce back win? Can this be a bounce back win? Or if and when we win tonight, because I know we not losing to no dang on Wizards. Okay. Be nice to me, y'all. Be nice to me, Cavaliers. We're not losing to the Wizards. So if this is not a bounce back win, is this just a regular old, degular old, schmegular old win? We're gonna have to find that out today. We're gonna have to find that out today. But we got a couple things we need to talk about. First and foremost, okay. Hello, how are you? I hope y'all week has been well, y'all. It's Friday. I feel like this week been dragging booty. You feel me? It's been dragging. I don't know where y'all live at, but you probably got a little bit of snow. And let me tell you something. If you got snow and you live in the South, I know you pissed. Because I was. Okay, I did. That ain't what I signed up for. And again, tonight, I'm not signing up for nothing less than a victory. Okay, hell of a transition, Nas. Thank you. Okay. The Cavs are 14-11. That's a nasty start. That's a nasty start in 25 games. Remember, I told y'all first episode, second episode, third episode. You talk to me when we're 25 games in, and I'll tell you how I'm really feeling about the projection and what I think this Cavalier squad is gonna do in the future, right? Specifically the playoffs. I told y'all that second episode. Okay, so now we're call a spade, Naj. You said you was gonna tell us what you thought about the Cavs at the 25 game mark. Well, here we are. We're sitting 14-11, just 3 games above 500. And we about to play the Wizards tonight at 13-19. And I am going into this game thinking that we could potentially lose this game, right? Because we 25 games in and they ain't showed me they ain't showed me nothing. They have not showed me anything that I can put money on, right? And y'all know I don't be endorsing betting, but people don't play about their money. That's one thing you know. So if you saying, okay, I'm gonna put my money up on the Cavs in the playoffs, I'm not putting no money on this team. If anything, hell, I might put money on the Wizards because if they sneak into the playoffs on some fluke stuff, I'm gonna win big. Okay, that's just the odds because the odds are not in their favor. Didn't y'all just see the matchup predictor? I just put that up real quick. That's the matchup predictor tonight, right? So this is why I'm looking at this game optimistic, but I'm also looking at this game with some intention and some purpose because yes, this game is practically pointless. It practically is. They're 3-19, right? We are favored by 14.5 points this game. And of course, the Wizards are on a 3-game losing streak, okay? A skid of the sorts. Okay. On top of that, the last time we played the Wizards, we hit a franchise record in scoring 148 points. I had an episode saying, oh, the Cavs made history. Okay. So that being said, shout out to my Cavs, right? Shout out to them. Yeah, this game is a game. This is an ordinary game. This is a game that you should already have put a W in the column on. However, this has to be a bounce back game for us, right? For me, because we haven't looked well. And so this is an opportunity for us to look well. And I'm going to ask y'all in the chat, is this a real bounce back opportunity? Or again, is this just a game we're supposed to win? I think it's a little twofold. I also believe the question is not just about it being a bounce back or a game we're supposed to win. It's about beating Washington in a manner that looks like we deserve to win, right? Not that we just beat them with talent, right? We obviously smacked them aside the pink, pink, pink. You know what my boy Kendrick say? Bink, back, boom, boom. We that's exactly what we did to them the first time we played them, right? By 30 points. Okay. So, in respect to them, okay, there's some professional men over there. But what is that saying for tonight? What are we really looking for? Like, what are we looking to see in tonight's game? We're gonna continue to talk about it. We're gonna continue to talk about the actual matchups. Let's look at this. This is funny. This is very funny, y'all. Look at this. Donovan is our leading scorer, obviously, and their leading scorer is Sar. Okay, but look at the point differential. Okay, Donovan, I told y'all, what was that, episode 1 or 2 this season? Okay, shout out to us again. Also, this is our 10th episode. This is our 10th episode. I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. This is our 10th episode. So shout out to us. Okay. But at episode 1, 2, 3, one of them, I said, Donovan Mitchell potentially can lead the league in scoring if he stays on this track. I said for sure I know he can average 30 points a game. Now it's just a matter of what the league doing. Like, it's some hitters in the NBA, you know what I'm saying? At least some scorers in the NBA. And we know the NBA is kind of a little bit on the soft side, overall. Right. So in general, I'm not saying it's easy to average 30 points because who am I? And I never played in the NBA. And if I was in the NBA, obviously, come on. So that being said, if he keeps this up and maybe, somebody else falls off at the top, you feel me? He can definitely be the number one scorer in the NBA, especially how he has to score. It's a little bit more difficult than other players, especially the two above him. So that being said, but look at Sar though. Look at Sar. That ain't no comp. Respectfully, again, this is the Wizards. They 3-19. So all we're gonna do over here is keep it a bean. This ain't no real comp, right? They don't even play the same position. It's so this ain't, but look at the rebounds here. Sar though. Sar is young, he's long, he's mobile, he's not Mobley, right? He's not Mobley though. Mobley, this should be a game where even though Sar is pretty good defensively, pretty long and can match you, and can move with you, this still should be a game where Evan Mobley should get out here and show us, show me what you got, little mama. Okay, you gotta, show and prove, baby. It's tonight's tonight, and we tired. The Cavs fans are tired. We were tired of waiting. And if you can't get out here and abuse the Wizards, what good are you? Really, the Wizards. And I know again, that's why I had to pay my respects to Sar out the gate. Sar is a great young player who has a very bright future, especially when he gets more talent around him, better coaching, better system, yeah, but Mobley, this is your night. Okay, you got to show up. You have to show up. So again, we scored 148 points on them to their 115 points last game. Okay, but what we gonna do tonight? Now, I need for y'all to get in the chat right now and let me know who y'all got tonight. And then when you let me know y'all got the Cavs, because obviously Then you let me know, but what's the point spread? What's the spread? Let's talk the spread. Let's talk the mathematics over here. We going upstairs. What we talking about? Y'all going another 30-point victory? Y'all going another 30-point, another 30 piecer? Because if it's not, for me in my mind, for us to look dominant, for this to really be a bounce back game and us to show the world what we can do and what we are known to do, we gotta win by 20 piece plus. We got just the Wizards. No, on top of, we've been looking bad against bad teams. We lost to the Blazers. And I looked at the Blazers recently because I was like, yo, how did we, because I'm still scratching my head. How the did we lose to the Blazers, bro? How did we lose to the Wizards, bro? I mean, not the Wizards, the Warriors, bro. How? Make it make sense, Sway. It never will. It never will. We lost to the Blazers, right? I'm gonna pull up the Blazers schedule, recent schedule. Okay, let me pull up their full schedule. Hold on, let me get to it, y'all. Bear with me. Hold on, technology. All right, bet. All right, let me pull up this. Let me pull up the Blazers here. I got the Blazers schedule right. Here we go. Here we go. Cat, when you look at this, the first thing that, because we in the Christmas holiday spirit, right? So we got a lot of red and a lot of green, right? Not as much green as red, because we in the Christmas spirit, right? So you're gonna see more red around Christmas, but you're gonna get a little bit of green. So shout out to the Trailblazers for being in the Christmas spirit. But here we go. The green that they have is against us. They scored 122 points on us. We couldn't even get close to that, right? Low key, they smoked us. Okay. Okay. And they beat the Milwaukee Bucks. And I'm pretty sure they probably didn't have Giannis in this game. That's okay. That's okay. Whatever, they beat the Bucks. Well, the Bucks ain't that great. You know what I mean? With Giannis on the court, the Bucks are definitely a threat in the East. Okay. At least for that bottom half of the conference. But without Giannis, I mean, nobody's really tripping. However, Trailblazers beat the Cavs and the Bucks. We had Donovan. But look at this guy, 27 points. Look at this, 13 rebounds. Come on. We got smoked, right? By the Trailblazers. That makes no sense. And then who else beats them? Who comes right behind them and beat the Blazers? Detroit, the Grizzlies, New Orleans Pelicans. Are you kidding? Y'all. So yes, tonight definitely for me is a real opportunity to be a bounce back game. Okay. And we have to show what actually matters tonight. We have to show what actually matters tonight. We have to perfect and create healthy habits that we can carry on to future games and not let it just stay in that game in that moment. We have to find a way to, as Nas would say, the great Nasir Jones, okay, shout out to Queens, okay, he would say carry on tradition. We have to figure out a way to take that energy, take all those great things, those great habits, and finally beating the team on the glass, finally having some transition points, finally shooting efficiently, finally having consistent defense. We have to be able to transition that into the next game. And that's the biggest difference between this year from last year. We can't build on these wins. Last year we got a win and we was fiending for the next one like junkies. We got a win, couldn't wait to get the next one, got the next one, got the next one. It's like we satisfied with just the one. Make it make sense, Sway. It don't. It don't. It don't. It can't. It won't. Okay? So tonight, we have to dominate and fast break points. We have to learn how to get easier buckets, bro. Our buckets have to become easier. I feel like our half court offense, until we get a healthy, consistent Darius Garland, until we get the rest of our pieces back, our half court offense gonna be glitchy. It just is what it is. Evan ain't the guy that we want him to be yet, if ever he will be. We don't know. I'm not a mind reader, right? I'm not a time teller. I wish I was. I wish I could look into the future and shake the 8 ball and be like, is Evan gonna be really one of those, or is he just gonna be good? I'm okay with good, but I can't waste my time on good though. I can continue to build with good. I just can't build around good. Y'all see the difference? So tonight, Evan needs to step up. On top of that, just as a team, we have to dominate in the fast break offense. How we do that? How you do that, Najah? Rebound the basketball. There should be no reason why we get beat on the glass in this game. I mean, no reason why. Out of 25 games, I think we've only beat the other team in rebounding maybe 3 or 4 games. That's ridiculous. Now, granted, we haven't had Jared Allen. Obviously, this is one of my bullet points. We are severely, okay, missing Jared Allen. We are going through withdrawals, PTSD without Jared Allen. It looks, and see, y'all wanted to trade him. Right? Oh, package Jared, package DG, package them, go get Giannis. I mean, that sound good. It sound good. But y'all got to understand that a lot of people don't want to come to Cleveland. It is what it is. I love my shout out to the city. Shout out to the land 216 till I die. Listen, okay, MGK, you already know Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is. But listen, what I'm saying is this. If you a real big name, you more than likely don't want to come here. Now, am I mad at that? No, I'm not mad at that. You go where you want to go. Okay? But that being said, we got to appreciate what we have while we have it. And the people who we do need and we do count on, when they are available and they are healthy, we need to shower them in appreciation. Like J.A., hey, big head, hey, Afro, I can't wait till you get back. They saying he not playing today. Let's look at the y'all, this is stressful. Let's go ahead and look at the injury report because I don't even be looking at the injury report no more. It's so riddled with injuries. All right, here we go. Y'all ready to be depressed? Come on. Join the club. Sam Merrill out. Hand has been ruled out for Friday's game. Jared Allen out. Finger out for Friday. Max Strus out. Nance out. Come on, y'all. On the flip side, that does mean we have Lonzo Ball tonight. That does mean we have Darius Garland tonight. We will have Craig Porter Jr. We will have Jalen Tyson. We got Mobley. We don't have enough bigs. I wonder. I'm sure we're gonna play a lot of 4 out, right? 4 guards, 1 big set. I'm sure we're not gonna see a lot of super big lineups. We don't have JA. So when you don't have JA, we're gonna see a lot of Dean Wade. I hope Dean Wade brings his jump shot. Hello, Dean Wade. Let's go to the roster. Let's talk about who needs to step up because they be pissing me off sometimes. Let's talk about it. Okay, we got Lonzo Ball. Okay, your max 3-point shoot attempts or shot attempts, excuse me, bet not be no more than 3. If you miss the first 2, Lonzo Ball, don't shoot anymore. Lonzo was good for taking 7-8 threes in a game, and I'm not interested in that. 6-7 shots maybe. 4 in the paint, a mid-range, a 3, 1 3, a 3 1. That's what I want to see. 4 in the paint, 2 mid-range, 1 3. That's what I want to see. Just because you're open doesn't mean that you can't put the ball on the ground and attack. You can still take 2 dribbles in, take the mid-range, pump fake, get them in the air, get on the line. Let's go. Make the game simple. Do the shade. Everybody hate SGA, but if y'all just adopted his style of play, the game will be a lot easier. I could eat at the line. Why would I worry about taking a 30% shot? Okay, that percentage decreases over the game. So you go from a 30% shot in the first quarter, now it's down in the 20s in the fourth quarter, when you can always pump fake and get to the basket. So I need Lonzo to take at least 60% of his shots, hopefully 70% of his shots tonight in the paint. That's what I want to see for Lonzo. Thomas Bryant, get big, get strong, get big, get strong. We're going to see a lot of switches tonight from this Wizards team. So expect to see CJ McCollum on bigs, right? Expect to see a lot of guards on bigs. So what does that say? Our bigs, when we get the rebound, run, rim run, do like my girl Asia Wilson, the GOAT. Rim run down to the other side, get wide, spread them. Okay, pause. Hold on, pause. But get wide, post up, get big, right? Seal them, clear the space, get the ball and go strong, right? Go through your opponent tonight. No soft basketball. Y'all had a lot of time off. There, my thing is this, y'all. Okay, let me ask y'all something. My thing is this. If Donovan Mitchell is this strong, Donovan, if you are this strong in this state of condition right now, this early in the season, 25 games to be fact, why is your other teammates not equipped to be on your level at the same time? That's my thing. Why don't y'all train like Spider? Train like Spider in off season. What were y'all doing? Eating Twinkies like me? We've seen some videos of some of the guys and the fellas in the gym and working on some things, right? But nobody seems to be stronger. Evan a little bit in the upper body, a little bit, but nobody seems to be stronger, right? Definitely DG is not stronger. JA is not stronger. Evan, his lower body is still like twigs, not stronger. Dean Wade is not stronger. Yeah, he got a little bit more rip up there, but not stronger. Tyson stronger, yes. Craig Porter Jr. a little bit stronger, yes. Tomlin a little bit stronger, yes. But these aren't the hitters. The hitters are J.A., Evan, DG, and of course, Spider. But why is their conditioning not like his? Right? Of course, we know anatomy matters, biology matters. We understand that. But it just doesn't seem that the strength and conditioning this off season has paid off thus far this season. A lot of injuries, yes, but also just the durability. It's just not there. They're folding. You can see Pritchard just clear out space on DG. Like, just give me this space. I'm getting to. I mean, we saw when Steph came into the league, he was frail, but then he kind of bulked up over the season, and now you just not abusing Steph. I even look at Kyrie, like Kyrie small, but like you just not. I mean, like, come on, man. What we do? All right, y'all. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. So this is what we're going to be seeing tonight. Okay, again, we're not going to see Merrill. Okay, we're DeAndre Hunter. Let's talk about what DeAndre Hunter needs to do. His jump shot is a little slow to me. Just how he gets the shot off, it's a little slow. So what he can do, especially in this game when you're playing a young team, inexperienced team, but he might be getting checked by a Middleton or players like this. Some seasoned players still are on this Wizard team. That being said, utilize the pump fake. Get what Austin Carr say, Mr. Basketball. We got him a bird. We got us a bird. Get you a bird. Catch you a bird. Boom. Catch you a bird. Get him up there. I need DeAndre Hunter to play stronger. Stop settling for the three. That's been our Achilles heel this season. Newsflash. It ain't like that. We ain't like that right now. Get to the paint. Make this an old school Cavaliers basketball, right? Back when we had Eric Snowden them. Back when we had Larry Hughes them. I'm talking about old school. Back when we had Big Z. Okay? We got to take it back there, okay? Drew Gooden. We got to get back into and these are bad teams, right? But these are some good players I'm talking about. And these are players that knew how to dominate the mid-range and the paint. We got to get back there, right? And I say Eric Snow because y'all know most people say Eric Snow was a trash point guard, but when you really think about a point guard, he was a really good point guard. When you really think about a point guard, brings me to our point guard, Darius Garland. We know the jumper ain't jumping right now. We know the shots ain't falling right now. But what does that mean? Stop stressing it. Stop forcing it. Stop taking, I need to prove to the world that I can still shoot shots. Stop it. Cut it. Play smart. These are moments where you should be averaging 10 assists a game, 11 assists a game. We still haven't had a 20 assist game from DG. How many times has Trae Young done it? And he's smaller than Darius. Y'all, we have to start demanding Darius Garland be the point guard that we need him to be. And it's not necessarily the point guard that gives us 20 points. It's the point guard that's going to give us 12, 13, 14 assists a game. That's the point guard we need, because at any point he can still collapse the defense and get to the paint. What does that mean? Our people got to knock down the shot. We got to knock down the shot. Dean Wade, stop missing the open shot. At this point, it seemed like the only person that's equipped to make the open shot is my boy. But y'all know one of the topics today, Spider can't carry us, y'all. He need help, and we gotta help him. We have to. This is non-negotiable. You feel me? This is non-negotiable. What helps us most and what helps Donovan Mitchell most is our defensive focus. Washington allows 126.6 points a game. And we scored 148 on them last game. So if we just do what we did before and just get us at least to a $130, we keep them in like 101, 102. What we need to be looking for is our defensive pressure. I'm not worried about the offense. The offense is going to do something eventually. And this is a game. This is a team that we know our offense clicks. However, we need to be looking at defensive habits today. And what is our defense saying? Because if y'all been watching the media and what the coach has been saying and what the players been saying these last couple days in the Cavaliers media and the interviews, is that they're focusing on mindset. Obviously, Cavs state of mind. Hello, power by for your lens. Y'all know how we do. But they're also refocusing on their defensive intensity, right? And approach and mastering that. Shout out to Thomas Bryant, because Thomas Bryant had an interview with Cavs media, and he was just talking about, like, we know what to do. Like, we know how to play this game, and we know how to defend. We've just been slipping on staying locked in. And that's what this break is going to ensure, that we don't have any more slippage on mindset moving forward. Not long stretches where we look like fools. A game here and there, yeah. But this is the time when we look at the schedule. Matter of fact, let me bring the schedule up. Because when we look at the schedule, the upcoming schedule, and we see that we this is a great time again. This is a bounce back game, and this is a great opportunity for us to really dig in and set in some momentum. So we have Washington tonight, okay? Away game. We have the Hornets at home. We have the Bulls away. Then we have Chicago again at home. We have Charlotte at home. We have New Orleans at home, right? These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 very winnable. I'm talking about the win probability on all these games are probably 80% plus, right? Chicago, since we did split with them earlier this season, so we're probably 70% plus. But we're still looking at 6 games we should win straight. That will lead us up to our Christmas game against the Knickerbockers, right? An early 12 o'clock game, broadcast live on ESPN, ABC. Okay, welcome back to Christmas basketball. That should be a Christmas present for us again. Hopefully, if Cavaliers are playing Cavaliers basketball, we can win the next 6 against some really bad teams, right? And that'll walk us right into Christmas. So tonight we gotta take care of business. And I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Does beating the Wizards actually tell us anything about who the Cavs are right now? Again, from my perspective, it will and it would if they show us what we need to see. So if we see fast break dominance, if we see a defensive focus, a consistency, and a defensive approach, and honing in on our defensive identity, and we limit turnovers, right? Continue to apply pressure defensively, we gonna make it a good one tonight. While y'all here, we on the road to 500 subscribers. Okay, so while y'all here, make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe, and help us get to 500 subscribers, y'all. By the way, we do have a drop coming on the way. So when you go to freeyourlens.com and check out what we got, make sure you go ahead and sign up for that newsletter as well, so you can be alerted when a drop drops. Because I'm trying to tell y'all, I be telling y'all, I be cooking up a whole lot of stuff over here. Okay, I be busy, booked and busy. You're all right. Next up, last up, actually, Cavs versus Wizards tonight. Tip off is at 7:00, 7:30. What time is it tonight? 7:00. 7:00 again, away in Washington. You know what we gonna see? I believe we're gonna see Donovan Mitchell again setting the tone. Right, the boy Don know what to do. He know how to set the tone. He know how to set the tone early, especially on a bad team. Okay, so I believe that by him being well rested, he gonna come out with a burst of energy, and we're gonna see high flying spider, step back three, going crazy type thing, right? I believe we're gonna see that. He gonna set the tone. Now the question is, who else is gonna step up? Right? Tomlin, this is a great breakout opportunity for him with his speed and his agility, his springs, you feel me, his energy. Tomlin, Tyson, Craig Porter Jr., you know, these are three of my favorite Cavaliers right now, above the core four right now. Yeah, I got Donovan, but my next three favorite players, CPJ, JT, and Tomlin, man. They all give me everything I need when I watch them. Okay, so now the other players that's really got to step up are veteran core support team. Lonzo Ball, Dean Wade, y'all got to play some real key minutes. Thomas Bryant, key efficient minutes. So Spider Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell, okay, he not carrying a team the entire game. I understand him helping us get off to a quick start. I do not understand him having to carry the load, because we want this man to be healthy, right? Come April, come May, right? And we don't want calf strains. We don't want him having to miss time because his body has just deteriorated over the course of a grueling season, right? So we want to help him help us. You heard? Y'all know how that go. Again, defensive consistently locked in. Our defense has to consistently be locked in and not allow teams to go on these 12 or 14-0 runs, because that's what's really been blowing us. Is that once we have a little lead, 6, 7, 8 point lead or whatever that may be, then we let a trash team go on a big run. Now we playing from a deficit. Now we trying to shoot our way back in the game. Now we fouling. Now we in penalty. Now, I mean, it's just like, no. My question to the Cavs, are we going to take this game serious and win without this magical second half surge? I'm sick of it. It gets to the point where I only tune in for the last 4 minutes of the game, because I already know what they did. Is they start out every game the same way. Start off slow, tried to build momentum, tried to get competitive towards the end of the second quarter. They try to act like they got some sense. Now the third quarter, everybody's locked in. Everybody's happy to be here. Right now, Donovan and turned up. Now the fourth quarter, he closes, and now we win by 8, 9 points. I don't want that today. What do y'all need to see tonight for this game to count as a bounce back win? A true, genuine, authentic bounce back win. What do y'all need to see? That's my question. Okay. Because from where I stand, my bad, if the Cavs handle their business for real, this could be a reset win. Forget bounce back. This win could potentially right all the wrongs of the season if they do key things, right? and they have to do it all game. Okay. So, again, like we gotta, now is the time to show improve. Now is definitely the time to show improve. And we can't wait on that. We can't wait on that. Let me see what else I got for y'all. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's it. Hey, y'all, 7:00 is the tip off. Tonight also on the Boob Tube, we have women's college basketball on right now, actually. And that game started at 5:30, I believe. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back to it. Okay, so women's college basketball is tonight. Not any real big games, but if you just like watching women's basketball, there are some games on the ESPN app. If y'all got the ESPN app, I'll be pro the app, so because I'll be liking to watch all my sports whenever I want to watch them. Also tonight, I mean, this ain't a real big game to break down because it's the Wizards. We already spanked them once. I expect a spanking this time as well. And if we don't spank them, then I know what I need to know. And that's just what it is. Appreciate y'all again. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave a comment on your way out, or if you not watching this live and you catch it on a replay, go ahead and leave a comment because I appreciate all of those anyway. Again, we do have a new drop coming, sponsored by Free Your Lens Society Club. We do have a new drop coming. As y'all know, me being the CEO of Free Your Lens, I don't drop apparel often because I do everything with purpose and intention. So everything got to have a vibe, a meaning, a message, a theme. I got to be inspired. So we do have a drop coming. So make sure y'all hit Free Your Lens and freeyourlens.com. Pull up and get tapped into all of our new releases and our previous releases that's on the website right now. Freeyourlens.com, that is freeyourlens.com. Now, every Wednesday we go do this Cavs State of Mind, you heard, and then every Monday we do Her Core, Her Rules, where I tap in to either WNBA basketball or women's college basketball. This upcoming Wednesday, I'm gonna go around the NCAA women's basketball, and we're gonna talk about some key players we need to be watching as this season continues to intensify. Y'all know how college basketball does in the beginning of the season. It ain't really like that. You look at this, you look at the schedules, it's kind of bunk. So once we get through this December and start to get into early January, that's when we go see college basketball start to really level up with the competition when you got top 25 playing top 25. Okay, so y'all pull up on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. where we do the Her Core, Her Rules, and every Wednesday we do. Oh, what do I say? Pull up Monday at 6 p.m. where we do Her Core, Her Rules, and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. where we do Cavs State of Mind. Of course, each and every episode of everything we do is powered by Free Your Lens, a lifestyle brand encouraging dope people like you to live, move, and create with purpose and attention. This is Beyond the Lens TV. This is Free Your Lens. This is Cavs State of Mind. Cavs Nation, what up? Go ahead and cheer us on to a win, to a reset win, to a bounce back win tonight, because Lord knows we need a victory. We need to show improve. We need to play Cavaliers basketball. Y'all already know what time it is. Again, hit that like, hit that subscribe on y'all way out. Appreciate y'all. Peace and freedom. See y'all on the flip. Cavs Nation. It's Cavs State of Mind, baby. Go Cavs.